828 Fine Adventure here. So I did a video on the exterior of the 22 Tundra already, and I wanted to do one on the interior as well since I had the truck for about a half a day. When I did the exterior, I videoed the bottom of the truck just to show you what was there to become familiar with it. I also videoed the engine bay so you can get kind of a look of how things are situated. It's a completely new redesign, so it's kind of interesting to kind of see those things, and I thought you'd like it too. Now this video is much longer because it's on the interior and there's all these buttons and switches and all this stuff's new and a sunroof and all this stuff, and it's just completely new design, like I said. So it just took a while. I tried to shorten it as much as I could, but it's about 20 minutes, so you can fast forward through if you want. I do go over the leg room in the back seat and the storage that they've included in the new Tundras. That's very important to me, just places to put my junk inside the truck. So that's kind of cool too. I will also put links under the video that'll detail a lot of the switches and buttons. I didn't know what a lot of them were for. They're a lot different than what's in my 21 Tundra, and they're new, you know, so I didn't want to give you any misinformation or have anything wrong. So I'm going to provide a link under the video in the description that's going to show you what those buttons do. So you can check those out as well. Push button start. There we go. The controls are right here, and you know, it's really interesting, really easy to use. I mean, you can, if you look here, you can go to navigation, music, phone. None of this is set up. This is not my truck. This is a loaner. Different buttons here. I can change it, make it colder. I can hit it up and make it warmer. I'm gonna make it cooler. You can put it on auto. Fan wise, I can push up on the button and make the fan go up. Push down, make the fan go down. You can hit sync, which syncs them both. Let's see what the modes are. Oh, okay, defrost, up, down. Okay. Basically, there's controls for both people here, depending on the passenger if they want to control theirs, so you don't argue. I can cut the fan off. I can cut it on. Let's see, can I cut it on? There we go. Well, that's kind of a pain. Don't hit the off button. You'll have to redo it. It has seat coolers. That's fancy. Mirror defrost, window defrost, defrost the front window. There's an AC master switch. You know, it's got everything you need. Heated seats. Oh, that's for the, okay, that's heated. And then you can hit the cool for the cool seats. That's pretty neat. Then it has a little thing here. This is where you'd hook up your, you know, if it doesn't, I don't know if this has wireless CarPlay, but you could plug it in here if you did. Now let's talk about this console. This is where they want you to put your phone. So this is where they want you to put your phone. Well, if I'm driving, let's just say I have it right here in the driver's side right here. So if I'm driving and I get a text, I'm gonna have to reach over here and fumble to get that. That's taking my eyes off the road. I would want my phone mounted right here, like this or like this, right there. That kind of obstructs your view in this because you don't want to get in front of the infotainment system. I don't have that problem in mine. I guess you could mount it up here. This might obscure your turning into a parking space. You might not be able to see. Let's see, you could come down here and put it right there. That would probably be the best spot for your phone. Just place it right there. I'm sure somebody like ProClip will make some sort of bracket that'll work for that. Most people will just keep it in their drink holder. Glove box looks pretty big. It's not as big as the one in my generation, the 2021, but it's big. It has some USB ports, places for coins if you have toll roads, and little compartments. And the front here has a push button to open it. And this is the slide tray. This is a really nice steering wheel. I really like the feel of it. They've done a great job putting that together. The dash is very well made. It seems to have some really nice materials with it that makes it feel very kind of luxury. The dash on top is still plastic, but they used a lot of soft materials around the sides and in the middle. The glove box is the same as all of them. It still has those trays that you can remove, and probably to get to the interior, the cabin filter. I really like the silver brake and gas pedal. Looks very race-like. Now, those look neat. It's not worth buying the truck to get those. You can buy those aftermarket and put them on anything. This interior is a leather, I guess, slash pleather. It has a pattern on it that kind of changes depending on where you are sitting. Because like right here is the driver's seat close up. But if I show you the passenger seat, you don't see that pattern. It changes depending on, you know, the angle you're at. But these are nice. It has some nice TRD type, you know, things to it. Let's see, the shifter here says TRD. It's a nice shifter. I don't think it's upgradable. You can't do a mod on it. If you get the TRD, it limits you on mods. They even put a red TRD button in here, which was always a mod you could do to other vehicles. There's the toe braking switches. Over here, it has more switches. But everything's real close and easy to get to. That's one thing I like about this. Even the infotainment system is easy. It's easy to use, the buttons press really quickly, and it's really nice. I also like the grab handles. They always had a grab handle on the passenger side. Now you have one on the driver's side, which is great for getting in because everybody's gonna lift one of these. So now one thing I don't like about this console right here, cheap plastic. Look at this. That's my phone rattling around in there while I'm driving down the road. This sliding shelf is not very, it rattles. That's probably my least favorite thing about the interior, you know, and I don't know that you'd be able to put a safe inside this glove box. I'm sure they'll make something, but this top tray again is hard plastic. I would put a piece of rubber down. Same with this, but this is gonna rattle anyways if you have your phone in it. They want you to put your phone right there, straight ahead on this rubber mat that's at like a kind of a 50-degree angle. I don't know about that. It's almost out of reach while you're driving, which is maybe their point. I would look to get a phone mount that went right there next to the infotainment system, and I think that would work best. Here we have our drive, our tow haul, which is like, I don't know what it's like with the turbo. This is not my truck, and I'm afraid to burn up the tires, so I'm not going to test out the tow haul on this truck. It's in drive mode right now. It does have crawl. This is a TRD off-road, which is pretty neat. Here's the push button. You could push that and put it in 4 high. You could also push it and put it back in 2 high. My complaint about switches like this where it's flat is you get a drink out of here and go like this and it spills, it's going to be in here. It's going to be in the electronics. Now I'm sure these are waterproof, but it's just going to be a mess and you won't want to clean that. They did clean up the shifter on this generation. It's really nice. It's not going to collect a bunch of stuff. It's easy to wipe down. You know, the other one being the gated shifter without a boot tended to collect, it collects dirt. You just have to clean it up, but it does collect dirt. Here's something pretty neat. It has a trailer backup switch. Let's see, let's hit view. There's the truck. Check that out. It's giving me a 360 view of the truck. Really cool. And let's see now. Let's put it in reverse. Here's reverse. Let's see trailer. What does trailer mode do? I don't know. I'm hitting this trailer button, but I don't know what that does. So I'm gonna turn that off. Hazard, locking rear. It's got all the fancy stuff that comes with the TRD off-road. This is definitely made for going off-road. I really like this view. I really like that. So check it out. So I'm going to put it in reverse. Look at that. Okay, and it gives you the view. Now I'm going to put it in drive. It goes back to the home screen. I don't know, it's probably giving you a flicker, but there it is. And check this out. I'm going to hit view. And it gives me that. So what it does is it's showing me the front of the car that I'm close to stuff, even though I'm in drive. When you're driving down the road, it showed me a rear view out over the bed of the truck, which is interesting. I would love an all-time, or anytime, front view camera or rear view camera. It kind of gives you that. That's pretty neat. You can see these little things up here that it's got. This is a lot of stuff to deal with, but let's see here. Let's see if I can. Oh, there we go. So there we have side view, back view. Now I'm in drive. The front. This is towards the rear. Look at that. That's pretty neat. The rear and the front. Now I'm in drive and I'm doing that. That's interesting. A little distracting if I was driving, but that's okay. I think it's pretty cool. And let's see what this one does. This is the off-road. Yeah. So this shows me the ground. So if I'm crawling over some rocks in this, which I doubt anyone who buys one will do that, unless they bought it strictly for that purpose, and they're gonna really modify the heck out of it. This gives you the off-road cameras, so you can really see, what your approach is. Pretty cool. I like that. All right, I'm gonna put it in park. I'm gonna put the parking brake on. You pull this, and it engages. That's pretty cool. Again, the glove box is just your basic standard glove box. It does have some neat pockets in the door here. I wouldn't use these as a handle. You do have a handle here. The master switch is basically the same as they've always been. The buttons look a little different. Is this a new button? Oh, check this out. It's in the park. Oh, look at that. I like that. That's neat. Folding mirrors. Very nice. I really like that. Folding mirrors are cool. Still not a reason for me to buy this truck, because I don't park where I need to do that. But anyways, I can see a lot of people who parallel park on the street, or just like that function, might buy the truck just because it has folding mirrors. That's cool. All right. That's neat. And if you look here, you can see your adjustable seat. You can set 1 or 2 depending on who drives the vehicle, and then you can set it. My wife Subaru has that, and I have my setting and she has hers because I'm taller. Okay, let's talk about this sunroof up here. This right here, I'm gonna hit that and it's gonna open up the shade. Okay, then I'm gonna hit this button right here. It says roof. There it goes. See how far it goes. All right, so that's how far it goes. So it gives you this pretty decent shade here. I like that. Pretty cool. That's a really nice sunroof. All right, so now we're gonna shut it. First, I'm gonna do the roof. Closes really nice. Looks like it, I don't know if it's got a slight tint to it or not. I can feel the heat from the sun, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and shut the actual cover to keep the sun off of me. That's nice. That's a really nice sunroof. Has some real easy controls there. And look at this. The Tundra still has the up-down rear cab window. I don't use mine because I have a camper top, but before I got that, I used it a lot. Let's see here, we got a couple of dome lights, little map lights, and a little place to put your sunglasses. In the visor, yep, got a couple of mirrors here. Now this is a TRD off-road. It probably, yeah, it comes with 2 mirrors. You know, whatever you do. It's also got speakers in the roof on both sides. So this is a loaded truck. This is a limited. It has a lot on it. I don't know what the SR5 comes with. Maybe I'll get to drive one of those and do a review. Looks like it has a home link mirror with different buttons here you can set to open your garage door. That's always nice. And it's a pretty big mirror. Okay, let's turn her off and step outside. As you're stepping out, here's where you release your hood. And if you look here, you have something here. This must be like sonar for backing up, so you don't bump into a wall or something. Your trip setting here. You have a couple other things. These are look like your parking lights or fog lights. And you know, you can dim your speedometer if you want. On the back of the cab, you also have a light. I have one too, and this is the switch for it. I don't use it because I have a topper, but you know, if you load stuff in the back or whatever, this is a really good light. And it's always, you know, it's very functional. Here's some blank spaces you can put other switch if you were going to add accessories. I'm trying to do a complete overhaul, so be patient with me. Here's your seat. As you can see, you've got your forward and back, and your tilt the back of the seat forward and back, and you know, lumbar. You know, it's just your basic electric seat. I do like that they have these on here to protect the paint. I had to add those in mine, and they're cheap, and I don't know why they don't come with a card to protect it. I have a lot of room back here. I have this seat adjusted to where I would have it, and it seems to have lots of room. It has an armrest here I can pull down with a couple of drink holders. Has a place here to put your phone. Let me show you that. Right here has a nice shelf you can put your phone. Has some USB plugs, a couple of vents, 2 drink holders. This one has the black leather and it's really nice. It also has what appears to be a sunroof. We'll have to check that out in a minute. But other than that, I'm 6 foot tall. I've got like 3 inches to the seat still, and the seat is set up for me to drive. So there's still a lot of room back here. It's not as much room as my 2021 Tundra, but it is still very roomy. Back seats are very nice. They have pockets on both, whereas most seats like mine in my 21 Tundra only have a pocket on the back of the passenger seat. This one has it on both. Now I don't know about the SR5 models. This is a TRD off-road limited, so it's got some nice little items in here that come with the package. I like that the doors have this matte silver again. That looks good. Yes, I would be comfortable back here on a long ride. This would be very nice. Let me show you something else about the back seat. rear seat storage, and you could put all kinds of stuff in here. You know, it's long, it's open, and you could put tons of things in here. Now, I wonder if the back seat folds down. It doesn't appear to. No. I'm not sure about that. I think the back of the seat is still bolted up like the old ones. But this one has some nice all-weather mats. Here's the rear door. It has a couple of pockets for more drinks. Nice speaker covers. It's similar materials to what they used in my Tundra. You know, they're not the easiest to clean, but I usually use some sort of wipe and a microfiber cloth, and that gets them clean real fast. This is perfect for putting your groceries when you get out of the store, to keep them from rolling all over the place. Well, I hope you enjoyed the two-part series on the 22 Tundra. I thought it was a fun truck to drive. It does really well on the road, rides great. The interior is really nice. It's all a new design, so, you know, I'm sure pretty much anyone will be a little overwhelmed when they sit in the truck. They'll be like, oh my God, this is completely new. They did a great job. So if you haven't seen the first video on the exterior and everything I did there, check that out as well. I enjoyed, you know, driving the truck and checking everything out. I'm sorry that I didn't go over the drive modes more. I was kind of short on time, and I don't have any place to test out those drive modes. So anyhow, there is some links under the video in the description that I'll put there that'll go over those drive modes. Could I own one of these Tundras? Yeah, I could own one. Would I modify the heck out of it? Sure. I think I would work mostly and focus on the suspension and getting 35 to 37 inch tires. I think it would make the truck look amazing. You know, that's something, you know, they won't do from the factory because of gas mileage, and, you know, because that's really the main thing. They want it to be, when you drive it around the lot and you're test driving it, they want it to be quiet and get really good gas mileage for you, so they can put that number on the sticker. Whether you get that or not, I don't know. I never have. You know, if you get a chance to drive one, please drop me a comment under the videos, and I'd be interested to see what you thought about it. It was kind of a fun truck to drive. It was different for me because I've been driving this V8 and it just sounds awesome, and has you know, it's not lacking power. The V6 twin turbo has plenty of power too. It's just a completely different ride. So thanks for watching. If you would please subscribe, that would really help the channel grow, and hit that thumbs up. That really helps as well. And you know, I will see you next time. I've got more videos coming on that 21 Tundra that I drive, so I will see you then. See ya.